Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another React video here today, reacting to another episode of Doctor Who as we continue on in Season 3. Last time we left on a cliffhanger with Episode 8, Episode 8 Family Nature, was it? Oh god, maybe it's a spreadsheet. Human Nature, I was close. And we continue on today with the family of blood. How did we leave things off? The family have taken over the bodies of 4 humans. They've got an army of scarecrows, which I'm not a fan of. No thank you. And they finally found the Doctor, who had to change his entire biology to be human, fully human, only one heart. I know, crazy. And he's hiding in a 1913s boarding school. Martha was there as a servant girl, a maid. He just fired her. He's been getting on with the nurse, and they've just found him. But she needs the pocket watch to open, and then it would make him the Doctor again. But the pocket watch was taken by Timothy, who's played by the kid whose name I can't remember. Thomas something, Thomas Brody Sandscore or something. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Let's find out and resolve things, shall we? And get right into things with Season 3, Episode 9. There you go. Of Doctor Who, The Family of Blood.
Make your decision.
Perhaps if that human heart breaks, the Time Lord will emerge.
Time Lord. Alright! One more move and I shoot.
Oh, go on, Timmy boy, go on. Seeing the conundrum going on, you know, the Doctor faced up with the threat of make your choice. Do we kill your lover or your friend? You know. Timmy opening the watch. Errol being a bit taken aback, you know. The sound of the Time Lord. I mean, the Hunter's here, but he's taken back because suddenly this strong smell of Time Lords waft in, like, what the hell? And giving Martha the chance to turn things around and grab the gun herself. Oof. Good work, Timmy.
Shoot you down!
Try it. We'll die together.
Would you really pull the trigger? Looks too scared.
Scared and holding a gun's a good combination. Do you want to risk it?
That's true, we're just playing a game of chicken here. He's like, I don't think you'll pull the trigger, you look too scared. And she's like, MFR, test me, boy. I got a gun. I'm scared, I've got a gun, and I'm terrified of shooting it, but I'll do it, okay? Do you want to play this game?
Doctor, get everyone out.
Do it, Mr. Smith! I mean you! Do what she said! Everybody out, now!
Mr. Smith, the Doctor, very confused by the whole thing. Still, I mean, yeah, he just wanted to get it on with Joan tonight, and now he's been confronted with these aliens, with these laser guns disintegrating people. Martha telling him he's the Doctor, you know, and he's got to contemplate of all of that whilst these people, these aliens, are attacking him and wanting his information, saying he's a Time Lord. It's a lot to deal with. We'll forgive him for having a little bit of a lapse there.
And you. What about you? I think you should escort your lady friend to safety, don't you?
Aww. I do like the scenes where Martha gets to, you know, stand above her own and be the hero of things. You know, like in 42, I didn't react to it, but one of the things I liked about the episode was that, you know, when the Doctor was overtaken by the sun, Martha was the one who had to kind of take it home, you know, and carry the team for a bit. I do like it when the companions get their chance to really show what they can do, you know.
Mr. Hicks, warn the village, get everyone out. That's enough. Get back to the school, tell the headmaster.
Don't touch me! You're as bad as them.
Yeah, Latimer going through a lot. I mean, he's got the voices in his head, hearing the word Time Lord and everything, hearing David Tennant's voice. Opens the watch and it starts glowing. You know, those are aliens. You're an alien too. You're as bad as them. He's having this PTSD Nam flashbacks to the war. Latimer's got a lot going on right now.
She's almost brave.
What happened to Jenny?
She is consumed.
You mean she's dead?
Yes, and she won't be precious little dignity. All that screaming.
Get the gun! Good work, soldier.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, great work, soldier. 10 out of 10 from that scarecrow, getting it, sneaking up behind her. All that soft straw, allowing him to get by without much sound, and, you know, yoinking her gun. God. I mean, yeah, they're fully gone, so at least don't feel too bad when if it gets to the point where you have to, the woman, the hunter who has taken over Jenny, you know, that Jenny's fully gone, you know.
Been in hiding for too long. This is sport.
Gone back to his academy.
What do we know about her?
Body has memory. Martha would go walking west. Husband find out what she was keeping secret.
Oh no. Oh god. So yeah, she using Jenny's memories to remember Martha would go west. At which point, Daddy Dearest here would find the cottage with the TARDIS inside. Not good. The Hunter's having a great time though, yeah. They've been waiting for this. Some good sport. They're hunters after all, They enjoy hunting people down, just cornering the Doctor and then just shooting him during a dance. That's no fun. Get the boy running first of all. Now, come on, lads.
What are you doing?
Maybe one man can't fight them, but this school teaches us to stand together. Take off!
I'll do that!
Want me to fight, don't you? Take off! So what's the matter? Enemy at the door!
Yeah, Martha freak out a bit about what the hell he's doing. Mr. Smith in Mr. Smith boarding school teacher mode. Enemies at the door. We've got to take arms. We have a lot of guns at this school because 1913 British boarding school, of course. Oh god, all he's doing, he's getting more bodies at least. Harder to find him, but yeah, he's just waking up all these people for their death. Really, so not the funnest in that regard.
Sounding the alarm.
I wouldn't be so pleased. His body's been damaged and died. That's why we need the Time Lord.
Perhaps a little caution. Sister of mine is such a small thing. Find a way in and spy on them.
Yeah, smart. I really want this little girl to leave the red balloon, okay? It's giving me too much Pennywise. I don't like it. The Scarecrow because they're creepy enough, okay. So sending his sister in to spy on them, smart. And that explains why they want the Doctor, Their body, these human bodies are weak, they can perish and die. They want the Doctor because they need a Time Lord because, Time Lord's bodies, they don't die, they regenerate. And the Hunters very much would prefer that, wouldn't they?
What in thunder's name is this? Exactly what is going on?
The school is under attack. It's Bane, Mr. Clark from Oakham Farm. Gone mad, got guns, murdered people.
Matron, is that so?
I'm afraid it's true, sir.
Perhaps you did well then, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, head teacher a bit angry at first because obviously, I'm trying to sleep and suddenly I wake up and one of our teachers arming the children. A bit unexpected. But you know what? If Mr. Smith says it's true and the matron says it's true as well, then yeah, you probably did a good job arming them, If Baines and Mr. Clark have gone mad and they've got guns and are killing people, probably best to arm ourselves, isn't it?
We should investigate.
No, but it's not safe.
Mr. Smith, your favourite servant has given me advice. You will control us.
Gotta find that watch.
Hold me, keep me safe, keep me closed. The time is not right.
So much going on. Okay. Nurse Redfern, obviously, especially after her husband dying in the war and everything, doesn't want to be around these guns, okay? So going off with Martha to try and find the watch, the most important thing, as they run right past the watch, Timothy on the floor listening, the Doctor's voice in it saying, it's not time, keep me hidden, keep me dark. It's not time yet, okay? We're not breaking the glass in case of emergency. As the little girl with her red balloon sneaks in. You know what? It would be a lot easier to sneak if there wasn't a giant bobbing red balloon in the sky with you. You should really lose it.
Baines and one of the cleaning staff. There's always a woman involved. Am I to gather practical joke has got out of hand?
Headmaster, sir, come to give me a caning, sir. Would you like that, sir?
Keep a civil tongue, boy.
This Hunter and Baines, he's got some sass. He's using a posh boy. He's got some sass in him, hasn't he? Headmaster's trying to de-escalate things. It's just a practical joke gone wrong, isn't it? And Baines is over there. Oh, would you like to give me a caning, sir? Yes, a nice good caning, sir. Oh, God. Yeah, Also, there's always a woman involved. Like, Headmaster, is now the time for it. Is now the time for it.
Send us John Smith, that's all we want, sir. Whatever he's done with his Time Lord consciousness.
And speak with someone else's voice.
We are the family of blood.
Well, I warn you, the school is armed.
All your little tin soldiers.
Oh, God. Why is that such a scary sentiment? All your little tin soldiers. Oh, Headmaster very right there. He's speaking with someone else's blood voice. The family of blood, as Bainesy boy says. He just wants John Smith. Oh, God. I feel like this is about to escalate quite quickly.
1914, the family has travelled far and wide. War of the whole wide world. All your boys in the mud. Do you think they will thank the man who taught them it was glorious?
Oh my God. That was a very clear message ending to the head teacher there, You can do your talk, but, bang bang, this is what I've got. Give me Mr. Smith. It's very direct. It's a very direct message. You got to give him that at least. Yeah. The family of blood, they've been throughout all of time looking for the Doctor, for the Time Lord. They know that war is coming. That's a very strong statement, though, you know. Do you think they'll thank you for making them think that dying is glorious? Because, yeah, war is coming and these boys... you know, they're very in advanced RIP, shall we say.
Mr. Phillips has been murdered, Mr. Smith. Can you tell me why?
I have no idea. And the telephone line's been disconnected. We are on our own.
If we have to make a fight of it, make a fight we shall. Fortify the entrances, build our defences. Gentlemen, in the name of the king, we shall stand against them.
Yeah. He's not... Head teacher's an army man, okay? He's a soldier. He's not just going to give in. He's not just going to surrender and hand over Mr. Smith. If it's a war that this family wants, then by God is it a war they're going to get.
They've got an army. So do we.
Oh, God, yeah. They got their spy and they're, you know, telekinetically connected. Psychically connected, whatever the phrasing is. The little sister letting them know they've got their army, but the family have theirs too. That is a lot of moving scarecrows, okay? One moving scarecrow is too much for me. Let alone an entire armada of them here.
War comes to England a year in advance.
Hold the soldiers back. The Time Lord is playing some sort of trick.
Discover him.
Oh my God, there is probably so many of them. War comes to England a year in advance, but it's just to tell him to just hold up. The Time Lord's playing a trick here. You know, he still hasn't revealed himself fully. You know, I mean, he still isn't the Time Lord fully. Latimer's still got the watch. Really got to give that to him and open it up, Latimer, please. His little sister is missioned with going and revealing whatever this trick that Mr. Smith is playing.
He took the alien part of himself and he stored it inside the watch. He was born on another world.
A different species. Then tell me, who are you?
Just a friend. I'm not, you haven't got a rival as much as I might. Just his friend.
Martha, I know what he was going to say, you know. You haven't got a rival as much as she wanted to say, as much as I wish I was, you know, as much as she wishes she was a rival for the Doctor's love. She's just a friend, you know. Joan, a lot to take in, okay? She just wanted to go on a date with the man she fancied. You know, the first man she's fancied since her husband died in the war. And then, you know, aliens and laser guns and wanting John Smith, and John Smith's an alien and he's actually the Doctor. It's a lot to take in. Fair enough to be a bit overwhelmed, Joan.
Don't just follow him around training to be a doctor. Not an alien doctor, a doctor of medicine.
Doctor, women might train. Hardly this could be. Hardly one of your colour.
Oh, do you think? Bones of the hand, scaphoid, lunate. You read that in a book. To pass my exams.
Joan, for the love of God. It's like, you know, she could just about get on board with the you know, John Smith's and alien stuff, but a housemaid, and let alone a black housemaid, training to be a doctor, pshaw. Martha, 10 out of 10 showing up. Oh, you just read that in a book. So did you. Good job, Martha.
Son of mine, wife of mine.
Father of mine, what have you found?
His TARDIS. The Doctor can't escape.
God. Yep. Went looking in a way that Jenny, you know, knew Martha would go. Found the cottage, found the TARDIS. So yeah, the Doctor just can't run and escape like he did at the start of episode 8. You know, he escaped from them in the TARDIS before disguising himself here as John Smith. So that's not an option. They've got to take the family on one-on-one. And even if they take out the family they're here, you know, the mother, daughter and the son, head to the TARDIS and Dad and some scarecrows are still there.
Tell me about Nottingham.
Sorry?
That's where you were brought up. Tell me about it.
It lies on the River Leen, southern boundary following the course of the River Trent.
That sounds like an encyclopedia.
Joan really wanting it not to be true, you know, wanting the man she's fallen for here to be human, you know, not alien, obviously, to be who he says he is, not this mysterious doctor figure. But yeah, asking about his childhood, about Nottingham. But, you know, he doesn't give any personal memories, doesn't talk about places he's been or that. He just gives, like she said, a very encyclopedic description of Nottingham, which, yeah, Joan realising that it's probably true. Oh, Joan.
This Doctor sounds like some romantic lost prince. Would you run with that?
No, that's not true. Mark was right about one thing. No, those boys, they're children. John Smith wouldn't want them to fight. Never mind the Doctor. John Smith, I was getting to know. He knows it's wrong.
Oh, that is very true, you know. Won't send all the boys out there for his fight. John Smith, she knows, let alone the Doctor. The Doctor seriously wouldn't. Okay, he'd rather take on that entire army on his own than send these boys out there to die. Oh, Joan going through it. Real sorry, Joan, real sorry.
I mean, the difference between life and death, Ruff.
Not for you and me.
What are you babbling about?
We go to battle together.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you and I both survived this. And maybe I was given this watch so I could help.
Timothy, that's a bit here going for it, yeah. You know, Hutchinson saying about, this is a battle of life and death, boy, you have to be ready. He's going to be like, no, I've seen the visions. He's getting these, I keep saying Narn flashbacks, these WW1 flash forwards. So the war coming, him and Hutchinson fighting side by side in it. Strange. I don't know why he's getting all these visions, because he was getting them before he got the watch as well. You know? What's wrong, Timmy? What's up? What's going on in your head?
Sorry.
Latimer, you filthy coward!
Oh yes, sir, every time.
Hang on. Hang on, give me a second there. Latimer running off, Hutchinson calling him a filthy coward, and him saying every time, which immediately makes me think back, you know, to the season 1 finale, where the Daleks called the Doctor a coward. You know, would you rather be killer or coward? And the Doctor said coward every time. So what's going on here? I'm immediately noticing that.
Beware of what?
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
Show me, little boy.
I reckon whatever you are, you're still in the shape of a girl.
All right, Timmy. He's like, I think I could take you still. I don't know about that, because you might have a gun, Timmy boy. Oh, God, little jump scare from a little girl there, yeah. She can smell something in his direction. She's not sure what, yeah. What's he got there? The watch from the Doctor, of course. Timmy, the watch giving Timmy a very clear warning there. Beware of who? Of her.
She really want to see this.
Time Lord. Everything he is in the hands of a schoolboy. That's all we need to find.
Oh no. Timmy, on one hand, okay, you know, opening the watch, sending the Time Lord energy or whatever at the little girl, which sent her running in fear. She had visions of the Doctor as he absolutely stone-faced murdered Spider Queen's babies in the Christmas special last time out. And she goes running, but she sends the message, obviously, to these guys. And they now know that they don't need John Smith. They just need to get to this one little boy holding this one watch. And they've got all they need. As they attack, it's time for war, baby.
At post!
Oh my God, this is hard. the gate eventually being smashed open, the Scarecrow's coming through and then getting shot by all the boys, but just all the boys with tears in their eyes, because that's what they are, they're boys, they're not men, they're just little boys fighting in this war where they may die now. The Doctor's standing there unable to shoot, well, John Smith's standing there unable to shoot, you know, a little of the Doctor's still in him, and knowing that this isn't right, just like Jones said, you know, this isn't right. Oh.
A straw.
And no one's dead, sir. We killed no one.
You child, come out the way!
Don't go near her.
We're told to be quiet.
She's part of it.
With Baines in the village.
You're funny.
Oh my God. Should have listened to him. You know, should have. Martha tried to warn you. She tried to warn you. You told her to shut up. She tried to warn you. Joan tried to warn you. Mr. Smith tried to warn you. Still frozen a bit of shock, but tried to warn you. Oh. That's the little girl, yeah. You're funny. Evaporates him. R.I.V. Headmaster. I don't know where the seniority ladder lies, but I mean, as the only adult out here I've seen, Mr. Smith, I think you're in charge now, so what's your command, sir?
Now who's gonna shoot me? Any of you, really?
Put down your guns. Sir, the headmaster. I'll not see this happen. You will retreat.
Well, go on then. Run!
Yeah, Mr. Smith taking charge and sending them in a retreat, yeah. He will not see this. He won't have these boys, you know, shooting these straw people as one thing, as shooting an actual humanoid figure with flesh and bone. You know, this little girl is an entirely another. He won't see it done. Put down your guns and retreat. And run they go. Run they do. Oh, God. That's what the hunters want, though, you know. They want a good chase.
This one?
No.
This one.
No.
This one?
No.
Ah! This one, is that him?
No.
We can kill this lot.
Lord of Time.
Upstairs!
Oh, shout out, Timmy. You a real one. Oh my God. Just going through the boys. This him. This him. This him. Shove them aside. No, none of this lot. All right, let's execute them. Perfect timing over from Timmy. Latimer over there. Opening the watch in the bedroom, which they all smell immediately leaving these boys to rush to upstairs to try and get to the watch. But I know, thanks to Beansy Boy sneaking out some lovely beer, there is a window you can climb out of, Timmy, which I think I'd recommend right now.
Now, I insist, the pair of you just go. If there are any more boys inside, I'll find them. I think, retreat.
You know what, on second thought, I think if there's any more boys inside, they're probably on their own. Let's retreat, yeah? Just a gang of scarecrows waiting at the door. Oh, the scarecrows are bad enough. It's especially the scarecrows where the stitching on their face is just red with what I can only assume at this point is blood. That, oh, just no thank you.
Come and claim your prize. Out you come, Doctor. There's a good boy. Come to the family.
Oh my god, I'd rather not come to the family, thank you. God, Martha, Doctor and Joan just in the edge of the woods there looking, yeah. How did they get the TARDIS there? Did they get the scarecrows to carry it? They moved it. You know, carry it to this place, which, yeah, fair enough. Draw him to you is the better outcome. Joan Smith there, you know, it's just another thing. Martha had the sonic screwdriver. Now Martha, you know, he's seeing the TARDIS, the blue box that he travelled in his dreams. All adding up for John. He's going through it as well tonight.
Do you remember its name? You wrote about it. The blue box.
I'm John Smith. That's all I want to be. With his life and his love. Why can't I be John Smith? Isn't he a good man?
Yes.
Why can't I stay?
Oh, this is heartbreaking. Yeah. You know, John Smith just confronted the fact that, you know, his life's a lie. The mother and father he knew of, the town he grew up in, all of it a lie. And he's actually disfigured a doctor. You know, trying to hide it, his mind trying to block it out, much like it tried to block the watch, like he couldn't remember there was a watch, despite the fact he's held it and seen it. He's drawn this TARDIS, he's dreamt of this TARDIS, but he can't, his mind immediately just blocking it out, you know, blanking it when he sees it. But Joan even acknowledging, you wrote of it, you dreamed of it, John. You know, and him just having this breakdown. He doesn't want to be the Doctor, he wants to be John, but that's who he's got to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Fully armed and ready. Prepare the armaments. I doubt that England is ready for this. Fixed targets and counting down.
Here we are. It should be empty. But who lives here? If I'm right, no one.
Oh my god, it's double going on. So Joan has led them here to this lovely looking cottage, honestly, and, you know, who lives here? If she's right, no one. What does that mean, Joan? If you're right about what? Whilst the family are preparing their setting their spaceship ready for war, you know. I don't think England's ready for this. You know, England was just about prepared for the actual war that happens in a year's time at this point. So, you know, alien spaceship waging war. Nah, probably not.
Whose house is it? The Cartwrights. That little girl at the school, she's Lucy Cartwright, or she's taken Lucy Cartwright's form. She came home this afternoon, and if the parents tried to stop their little girl, they were vanished. It's too cold.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Joan. You had to work that out in your head, yeah. Is the Lucy Cartwright, the little girl who's been taken over by the family, home. So yeah, if they tried to stop them, you know, go off their daughter or whatever, they would have been evaporated, and then bada bing, bada boom, free house, which good for us. Also, just terrible in general, though. R.I.P. Cartwrights.
I must go to them before anyone else dies.
You can't. Martha, there must be something we can do. Not without the watch.
You're this doctor's companion, can't you help? Why does he need you?
Because he's lonely.
And that's what you want me to become.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Yeah. John Doctor wanting to hand himself in, you know, before anyone else dies. Which, you know, not an option. We upset. We need the watch. We don't have the watch. John, you know, lashing out. He's angry at all of this, you know, angry at Martha for being the one who kind of brought this to him as well, this knowledge. Which is not her fault, obviously. You know, but yeah. What does the Doctor need you for? Because he's lonely. Is that what you want from me? Oh, John. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What if it's them? I'm not an expert, but I don't think scarecrows know.
I brought you this.
Hold it.
Yes, Timmy boy. How did he know where to go? I don't know. Probably the watch is speaking in his head, and from the watch told him, you know. Very easily explained. He's brought the watch, thank God. Oh, God. I do love that, though, yeah. Like, yeah, Joan. I understand your worry, but I don't think either the family trying to hunt you down or the army of scarecrows would knock on the door, you know?
Why didn't you return?
Because it was waiting. And because I was so scared of the Doctor. I've seen him. He's like the storm in the heart of the sun. He burns at the centre of time, and he can see the turn of the universe.
Stop it!
Yeah, John not taking this well. Yeah, Timmy bringing the watch, John refusing to hold it. You know, Yeah, Timmy didn't bring it because the watch literally said not to bring it yet. Also, yeah, afraid of the Doctor. He's seen visions of the Doctor, of the enemies the Doctor has fought, of the things that the Doctor has done, right and wrong. You know, fair enough to be at least a little bit scared of all of that, Timmy boy.
And he's wonderful.
I've still got this.
They're just stories.
No, we know that's not true. Perhaps there's something in here.
This'll flash him out.
They're destroying the village.
Oh my god, yep. Family trying to draw them out by dropping bombs, essentially, which, yeah, that's a pretty smart move. You know, the Doctor inside of him, seeing innocent people and places, you know, get hurt and bombed and destroyed like that, would rush to it, wouldn't he? Would have to hand himself in to stop the violence. As yeah, Tony's saying, the Doctor is all of that, you know, scared, everything he said, but also he's just amazing. Joan offering the book to John, just saying, oh no, just stories. But even Joan accepting this point, that's not true, is it? These aren't just stories, these are things that have happened. You know, you've got to accept it, John.
Watch.
John, don't.
Can you hear it?
Oh, sorry, he's asleep, waiting to wake him.
Why did he speak to me?
Oh, low-level telepathic fields were born with.
John taking it back like that. Holding the watch, hearing it. Timmy asking why he could hear it. And then the Doctor speaking through John, much to John's amazement at the end and shock and obviously a little bit of horror and terror to explain it. Oh, open the watch, Doctor, it's time. All right, so I'm sorry, John.
You knew this all along, and yet you watched while Miss Redfern and I
didn't know how to stop you. He gave me a list of things to watch out for, but that wasn't included.
falling in love. That didn't even occur to him.
No.
And what sort of man is that?
Okay, John, I get you. I fully do. But also, I think the Doctor didn't include it because, you know, he's still going through a bit of the, you know, the widow process of his own, like Joan has been with Rose, you know. He's been way too heartbroken over Rose to even think about the potential of, oh, what if I fall in love when I'm John? You know, it didn't even cross his mind for a different reason than you're thinking, John.
People are dying out there. They need him and I need him. He's just everything to me. And he doesn't even look at me, but I don't care because I love him to bits. And I hope to God he won't remember me saying this.
Aww. You know what, Martha, good timing on that. I'm thinking, you know what, this might be my last chance there because too scared to say it to the Doctor right now, at the very least, in Doctor form. But, you know, whilst John Smith is here and hopefully won't remember it as the Doctor, confessing how she feels, you know. Oh, Martha. It really sucks for Martha having to watch the man she loves fall for another woman like this, you know. Going through it, you know, already having to hear him be depressed about Rose enough, and now this happens. I'm sorry, Martha.
You should have thought of it before. I can give them this, and they can leave it like as fair as I am.
You can't do that!
If they get what they want, then
It all ends in destruction. Those creatures would live forever. Martha, Timothy, would you leave us alone?
Oh, yeah. Joan finally reading through John's book fully, and seeing that, yeah, you know, the Doctor, John going with, I'll just give him the watch, you know. I don't want to be the Doctor. I'll just give him the watch. All good, I can stay in my life here. But no, if you give him the watch, then they live forever. And then, you know, they're free to just destroy across galaxies for the rest of time and space, you know. And then Joan asking Timmy and Martha to leave for having a moment, you know. A little heart-to-heart with one-on-one between Joan and John for them to, you know, say their goodbyes. And John to finally open that watch up.
he won't love you.
If he's not you, then I don't want him to. I had one husband. He died. I never thought ever again. And then
And it was real, wasn't
let me see. Lasted thing. Can't even hear it. It says nothing to me.
Oh, got it welling up a little bit here. Oh, both going through it. John's sad, you know, because John loves Joan, you know, and saying that he won't love, the Doctor won't remember this, most likely. He won't love her. And Joan accepting that, you know, she never thought she'd fall in love again after her first husband, and, you know, John reassuring her it was real, that he did love her. He wasn't just pretending. She knows that, I think. She knows that, but yeah. The watch, it does nothing to her. She doesn't hear any voices when she holds it. It's nothing. When he holds it, he does. Because he's special, because this is not who he's meant to be.
It's time. Thank you. Did you see?
The Time Lord has such adventures.
Oh, God, this is hitting. John and Joan both seeing visions of what their lives could have been together. You know, marriage, 3 kids, growing old. Lives they can't have, you know, like time I've said so many times, you know, he goes on so many grand adventures, but he never gets to experience the boring, you know, generalness of just life as a human, you know, and at least John, at very least, seeing a vision of what that could be like, even though he can't have it.
What are you going to do?
We'll blast them into dust, fuse the dust into glass, then shatter them all over again.
Just stop the bombardment. That's all I'm asking. I'll do anything you want.
Okay. John showing up. John asking what he's going to do. You know, the family getting a bit impatient. A very serious plan, you know. We'll blow them all up, melt them down to sand, glass them into glass, and then blow them all up again. Which is very mad. As David Tennant walks in, I'll say, doing a performance like John Smith, but I think what he's going to do is he's going to say, I'm going to give you the watch. He's going to hand them the watch. They're going to open it and see there's nothing inside because he's already opened the watch and he's the Doctor again. Yeah, come on.
Still human.
I can't pretend to understand, but I want you to know I'm innocent. He made me John Smith.
He didn't just make himself human. He made himself an idiot.
Same thing, isn't it?
Right, Bainesy boy, could you stop doing that? Whichever alien's gone into Baines here, he absolutely hates humans because he keeps calling us thick and idiots. And I know that a Doctor does that as well, but come on. Oh, having a sniff, he still smells human. But, yeah, I don't believe it.
You can have him.
Don't think that saved your life. It's empty.
Where's it gone?
You tell me.
A simple olfactory misdirection.
There he is. Oh, 10 out of 10 performance from the Doctor there. Give him a BAFTA. Give him a BAFTA. A big thing I love that I only just noticed is him bumbling around as a human, continues to tripping and touching things on the wall and pressing buttons. I'm assuming that during that performance he's been pressing certain buttons to shut things down here and stop them. Which, I mean, just 10 out of 10 playing the fool there, Doc. Oh.
You've got energy feedback through the retro stabilizers back into the primary heat converters. You shouldn't have let me press all those buttons. I will give you one word of advice. Run.
Oh my god. Yep. The Doctor bumbling around as John and pressing all those buttons, setting the spaceship to explode, which it does. The family make a run for it. And now their spaceship's blown up. There's no way out of it for them. Maybe they try and get him to open the TARDIS for them. Another spaceship, but he's not going to do that. So yeah, they're stuck here in these decaying bodies. At the very least, they could take the Time Lord still and live forever, but still stuck here.
And then we discovered why he'd run away from us and hidden he was being kind. Wrapped my father in unbreakable chain, tricked my mother into collapsing galaxy. He still visits my sister, trapped her in a mirror.
Oh my god. You gotta say one thing about David Tennant's Doctor. What I keep forgetting. He's the 10th, isn't he? 10th? I keep having to do the maths in my head. Because, yeah, he's the 10th. Because Matt Smith's the 11th, Capaldi's 12th, Jodie's 13th, Tennant's 14th, and Ncuti 15th. Yeah? He's 10th. One thing I'll say about him, he is so brutal. He said it for his first appearance in that Christmas special, you know, the alien invasion. He doesn't give second chances. He gave them the chance to leave him alone. They kept chasing him. No more kindness, no second chances. God. Trapping the father forever in those unbreakable chains. Pushing the mother into a black hole. Trapping the sister in the mirror. God knows what he did to Bainesy boy, who did the worst of the stuff. I mean... He takes he does take prisoners, clearly, because he hasn't killed them, but my god, he's brutal.
I was suspended in time, and the Doctor put it to work, standing over the fields of England as their protector. We wanted to live forever, so the Doctor made sure that we did.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a line. Yeah, they wanted to take the Time Lord so they could live forever, and now they do live forever. You know, trapped in chains, trapped in a black hole, trapped in a mirror, and you, Bainesy boy, trapped as the thing you created. A scarecrow. Oh. Don't mess with the Doctor, okay? The only advice I could ever give you, don't mess with the Doctor. And the second piece of advice I can give you, if you do mess with the Doctor, and he gives you the chance to leave, take it.
Is it done?
It's done.
Oh, you look the same. Goodness, I find it difficult to look at you. Doctor. Let's call you Doctor. Where is he? John Smith?
He's in here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, it's so hard for Joan, you know? Looking at the man she fell in love with here. But it's not him, it's just a completely different person. You know, John Smith's in there somewhere, but this is the Doctor. No memory, well, maybe some memories, but, you know, he's very different to the man you fell for. Oh, I'm sorry, Joan.
Come with me.
Sorry.
Travel with me.
It's what?
My companion.
But that's not fair. What must I look like to you, Doctor? I must seem so very small.
No, we could start again. I'd like that.
Oh, yeah. Doctor, I think having some memories of John with Joan, you know. Chance to start again, come as my companion. I was waiting for it for him. She won't take it, you know. because that's hell. She actually fell in love with John, and then just have to start again with essentially John, but not John, because it's an entirely different person, you know. You might not fall in love with as hard, because it's a different personality and everything, different life, you know, different experiences. It's tough all around.
I can't.
Why not?
John Smith is dead, and you look like him. Answer me this, just one question. If the Doctor ever visited us on a whim, would anyone here have died? You can go.
Yeah, there you go. So anti-violence after her husband died in the war. With a very good point, you know. If the Doctor had never chosen this place, this town, this school on a whim, you know, the TARDIS putting him here, would anyone have died that has died here? And the answer is just no. You know, they wouldn't have been disintegrated. Villages wouldn't have been bombed by aliens. None of it would have happened. Yeah, he's an entirely different person as the man she fell in love with. So best to just go their separate ways. Oh, yeah, she will always have that book though, you know. A reminder of two things. A reminder of the man she loved, John Smith, but also, in the same sense, a reminder of the man she didn't love, the man he became, the man that she lost John Smith to, the Doctor, because it's filled with his adventures. So, a good reminder and a bad reminder, but a reminder all the same.
How was she?
Time we moved on.
Back there last night. I would have said anything to get him to change.
Of course you would.
I mean, I wasn't really...
No. Thanks for looking after me.
Oh, nice big hug. There you go, finally. A thank you from him. God, yeah, another thank you at least. He said, thanks at the end of the tape, and now thank you here for looking after him, you know, for everything. John might not appreciate it, but the Doctor really did. And then a lovely little hug. But yeah, it's time to move on. As I think the first chance I have in this double episode to shout out the soundtrack. I really do love this one piece with, you know, the slow, like, I don't know what it is. There's just the slow chords in the background with the, you know, it's very angelic. And it seems to play whenever someone seems to be heading towards the TARDIS, which does make sense, you know, heading towards this magical device can take you anywhere throughout time and space, as these almost angelic hymns play in the background. It's so ethereal. I love it.
Doctor, Martha. Just wanted to say goodbye. And thank you, because I've seen the future. It's coming, isn't it? The biggest war ever.
You don't have to fight. You could get hurt.
So could you, travelling around with him. I can't hear anything.
Because in the flash forward to the war, when he was with Hutchinson, he had the watch with him. Doctor giving it to him. Yeah, he knows what it must be. He's seen the visions of the future. He knows he has to fight. Very true to Martha as well, you know. She was saying you could die. Him saying you could die going around with the Doctor. And the amount of near-death scenarios she's already fell into with him. It's not going to stop her. It's not going to stop him.
Look after yourself.
You like this bit?
So you'll like this bit, just Timothy watches the TARDIS disappear. A big hug and kiss goodbye from Martha. One thing I'm still interested in Timmy, though, is that it's not all the explanation we need for him. Because he did have that vision of the future of him in what looked like a very modern-day street as Martha hurriedly ran past and bumped into him. So we still haven't had that fully explained. There's so much stuff that's still just hanging in the air throughout all the episodes that needs more explaining, you know?
In June 1914, an Archduke of Austria was shot by a Serbian.
1 minute past the hour. It's now. To the right! Amazing. Thank you, Doctor.
Aww. Yeah. Okay, knowing from his vision of the future, what, you know, at this exact time there's going to be a bomb coming down our heads, so we should jump out the way. Which, you know what? As far as visions for the Doctor to give you, a pretty solid one, honestly.
Against odds uncounted. They shall not grow old. Age shall not weary them. We will remember them.
Aww. What a beautiful episode. What a beautiful little ending, you know. Timmy having grown old now, but still with the watch, you know, here at this ceremony for this statue and whatever. And the light, you know, seeing Martha and the Doctor there putting their poppies on. Tears welling in his eyes, you know, hearing in the background as well as it cuts to the Doctor about, you know, how they shall not grow old, they shall not grow weary, you know, which obviously the Doctor shall not grow old. A lovely ending. I enjoyed that. Good double episode. I really looked for the comment who recommended I watch them. I could not find it, so I apologise to whoever that was, but thank you for the suggestion. I have enjoyed these two episodes. The Scarecrow people, no thank you. Not for me. Neither was the little girl with the red balloon. God, the Doctor was brutal in stopping them. He warned them. He did warn them. No second chances. But that's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Love to hear what you think as always. As, yeah, next time, I'm excited, because next time we're back with a very big episode. This episode I've heard a lot about, and I can't wait to finally see Blink. Oh, I'm ready. It's one of those episodes, you know, of all the Doctor Who episodes, it's the title I think I've heard the most mentioned just in passing and stuff. And so I'm ready for it. I can't wait. And if you are excited for that and you've enjoyed today, then leave a like and subscribe for more so you do not miss when that Blink episode drops, because I can't wait. I also, if it, I'll lose my track of thought. Leave a like, subscribe for more so you don't miss Blink when it drops and beyond, because we've only got 4 episodes left of season 3. And I mean, the end of season 3 episodes are meant to be amazing, I'm told. So you're not going to miss those. So yeah, like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you think as always. And also, as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.